Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So not too long ago I actually crossed 5 million hero base rating, and I actually didn't quite notice, and I always told myself that my next account showcase or account review video is going to be when I reach 5 million hero base rating. So here we are. First things first, my prestige is still at 15,844. That's the highest before this whole prestige bump started. So I'm still looking actively for Iron Man, infamous Iron Man, Quicksilver, and I think new Spidey to improve my prestige. But at the moment, I basically can't improve my prestige at all until I pull Quicksilver, most likely, hopefully. Other than that, 1,079 champions. And before we check through the champions, then we can check out. Well, there isn't too much to show in the rest of these game modes. I have all of the story content finished 100%, starting from Act 1 till 8.1. And all of the variant difficulty content is finished. I have, yeah. So basically, I'm just waiting for new stuff to be added at all times, like always. That being said, currently in Battlegrounds, just crossed 600 rating as the first week started, so I think I'm just outside of top 3. Hopefully by end of the week we finish somewhere in top 3. That would be absolutely amazing if we do. But other than that, I don't know if there's much else to show when it comes to the content itself. So let's jump first inventory. The moment I'm fairly low on catalysts. I don't have too many tier 5 basics, and I'm not that close. Actually, realistically, I am closer to my next rank 4 right now than it looks like, because it's showing that I have 1 tier 6 basic and 1.5 tier 3 alphas, but I have over 1 million loyalty, which can buy me like a full catalyst right there, flat out. And if I really have to, I can use some of my Battlegrounds tokens to kind of like even it out. So I basically more or less need to get another 1 full catalyst of each somewhere before I can take up my next rank 4 champion. Other than that, the rest of the catalysts are pretty much fine. Again, not too many tier 5 basics, but tier 5 basics have become much more easy to acquire. And when it comes to tier 5 class catalyst crystals, they always are kind of fairly steady. In like, as you can see, I have basically 4 cosmic and 4 in most classes, and a couple of classes, 5 of them. So not too bad there. ISO it doesn't matter. When it comes to stocking up potions and revives and waiting for new content, then my account by its nature, because I have explored all of the content in game, is always with a fairly full stash. Not maxed out stash, but as we can see that there is like 30 level 1 revives, 18 level 2 revives, and another, so there's probably around 100 revives or so waiting for new content to be released when new Abyss comes out or something of the sort, or maybe next Eternity with the Pain. Health potions are fairly good as well, and all of the Alliance War items are still looking very healthy. Just before the loyalty store update, I actually spent several million loyalty to kind of max out all of these higher team health potions and things like that. And luckily for me, I have been kind of fairly frugal with all my items in Alliance War, and that's been quite helpful for sure. When it comes to signature stones and gems, we are in quite a decent situation as well. We're maxed out on 6-star signature stones. Then we have 18 plus 5 6-star signature stones, so that would be like, what is it, like 90 plus 200 plus 250. So I can basically max out pretty much any 6-star and another one almost. Obviously, now that we have the Battleground store, it's much easier to get 6-star signature stones. When it comes to 6-star awakening gems, then I'm kind of hoarding 6-star generic awakening gems, of whom at this point I have 4. And then I also have 2 tech 6-star awakening gems, 1 mutant 6-star awakening gems, 2 skill 6-star awakening gems. So I do not have any science, any mystic, or any cosmic, which are the ones that I kind of would want the most, to be honest. But yeah, those I do not really have. I still have a couple of, well, 1 of each, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 generic gems. I always kind of like to keep them if I'm ever in a pinch when I need to take a champion urgently from rank 1 to rank 3. and I'm low on like specific catalysts and stuff. So I always like to keep at least one set of those gems available for me. Boosts are looking fairly fine as well. There's nothing kind of like too crazy there. And other items, I don't think there's anything of any significance or importance really here. 165 of these things. I'm probably going to keep saving them for a while. Right, when we're going to my crystal vault, then I'm actually waiting for later today when I will be able to open all of these 6-star hero crystal shards. I'll probably grab another 7,000 shards from the Battleground store once it resets, and then I will be able to open 35 featured 6-star hero crystals, because in this current 6-star hero crystal I need 5 champions, so that's a lot. That's more than in the basic pool, basically. So I have absolutely no reason to go for anything but 6-star featured crystals at the moment. And that is exactly what I will do. I'll try to acquire the champions that I'm missing, which I'm going to show to you guys in a bit. I have also started saving these daily cab crystals, cab nexus crystals and stuff like that, just because I want to wait until the champions that I'm after get added to the basic pool. So I'm not really opening any of those things at the moment. But other than that, there's like nothing too special. I have 52 4-star awakening gems, so that's kind of neat. There's nothing too special in this crystal vault here. I do have quite a lot of battle chips that I'm saving up, nearly at 5 million now. And I don't know exactly when I'm going to pop them open. I'll figure it out at some point. It's probably going to be around Christmas time or something like that, more than likely. But yeah, so here you can see that I'm sitting at 20,000 Battlegrounds tokens, 5 million battle chips, 129 million gold, almost 130 million gold, 1 million loyalty, which again I'll probably spend on rank 4 materials. That is where I do spend my current loyalty, because my rest of the alliance stash is fairly safe. And now that we have checked that out, it's time to take a look at the champions. So when it comes to the 1-stars, obviously they're all maxed out and they're all present that are available. 2-stars, I do max out all of my 2-stars, but I don't chase the new ones or the exclusives. I'm not part of Marvel Insider, so you can see that I'm actually missing a lot of 2-stars that I could have gotten if I did the insider thing or went ham on those crystals. But with 2-stars, I feel like it's always cool to get a new 2-star, but if they want 50 units for a crystal to try and get one, then it's just not worth it. With 3-stars, I think I have all the 3-stars in the game, and all of them should be maxed out, and almost all of them should be max sig as well, or close to. Yeah, I have every single 3-star that's available in the game, and all of them are maxed out. So there are 228 of those. That's kind of neat. And 4-stars, I think, should be pretty much the same thing. I think I might be missing if there's a Wolverine Weapon X 4-star. So no, that's it. I do have all of the 4-stars. When it comes to 4-stars, for most part, I take them to rank 3. And then very rarely, sometimes when I need to finish off some level up points, I sometimes have started taking up my 4-stars to rank 4. But pretty much always I just stay at rank 3. So I haven't really taken new 4-stars to rank 5 in a really, really long time. So my 4-star roster actually looks really outdated. And it's similar to 5-star champions. I pretty much take all of my 5-stars to rank 3. And then I just kind of leave them there. As we can see, only 5-stars of them at the moment missing is Wolverine Weapon X. I do have the rest of them, and all of them are at the very least rank 3 or above. So that's kind of neat as well. I really love collecting these 5-stars as well, just to kind of mess around. When the new champions come out, like new Spider-Man, Supreme, stuff like that, I always like getting that early access bundle, just the one, and then just see how the champion functions and stuff like that. Obviously, 5-stars at the top tiers of the game aren't really important or viable in most cases, but it's always just to kind of good to start learning champion mechanics and how they function. And there are a couple new 5-stars that I have ranked up just for fun, like Spot and Gallon are relatively recent 5-stars that I have ended up taking up, like Quicksilver as well, just to kind of mess around and start learning him a bit. I think that's pretty much it. Gallon, Spot, and Quicksilver are the latest 5-stars that I have ranked up. Then obviously we need to take a look at the 6 stars. And when it comes to 6 stars, I have 213 6 stars in total. So we're going to go over the breakdown from rank 1s and stuff like that, but we're going to check out the ones that I'm missing, because at the moment I'm missing, what, 12, 13, 15 6 stars, of whom hopefully I can acquire 5 today, so then it could go down to 10. And hopefully I get Gallant. I don't have 6-star Immortal Iron Fist or Gold Pool. I'm not too fast about getting them either. I don't have 6-star Punisher. That's another kind of like exclusive one that I don't have. I don't have 6-star Kang. I have 6-star Thanos and 5-star Kang, but not 6-star Kang still. The only 3 champions at the moment that are in basic pool and I do not have are Kraven, Medusa, and Thor Jane Foster, which is pretty much the reason why I don't open the basic crystals anymore, because it's only these 3 champions that I can get. And yeah, sure, it'd be nice to have a 6-star Kraven and Medusa, but it's also not that important. So aside from those 3, we can see that the rest of the champions I'm missing are like Vision. I have never shelled out the 6,000 units for that Vision. I have never gotten Wolverine Weapon X. Don't have the Punisher, don't have Gold Pool, don't have Mortal Iron Fist or Kang, and then the rest of them are either brand new champions or champions that are in current featured that hopefully I will acquire. So now let's go over by ranks. So as we can see, I have 82 rank 1 6 stars, and there are always obviously plenty of champions that I still do want to rank up. Like I would love to rank up my Ronin, I want to rank up my She-Hulk, I want to rank up Icarus, probably want to rank up my Captain America Infinity War. I really want to awaken my Iceman and rank him up at some point. Ant-Man, if I awaken him, then yeah, sure, maybe. Agent Venom, now that I have Scorpion, probably is going to go up at some point in one of the next few level ups. And who else is here? Rogue is another champion that I kind of want to rank up, and I'm slowly working through them. Annihilus, Ronin, definitely want to rank up at some point. Gamora, perhaps. Dormammu, Silver Centurion, and a handful of others. When it comes to my rank 2s, I really don't have many rank 2s. I only have, what is it, 10? So I only have 10 rank 2 6 stars. Which is Luke Cage, Guillotine, Carnage, Proxima, Rocket Raccoon, Black Panther, Venomful, Heimdall, Symbiote Supreme, and Sorcerer Supreme. So these are all very good champions that at any point pretty much could go up to rank 3, maybe except like Heimdall. But at some points I took them up for one reason or another, and I actually like using most of these champions, and I just don't really use them in any kind of like competitive place. Because the thing with rank 3 6 stars, rank 4 6 stars, is like you don't need a rank 3 or 4 6 star in order to do Act 7. Like I can easily bring in Sorcerer Supreme at rank 2 and be just fine. I can easily bring in Proxima Midnight and be just fine, or bring in rank 2 Venompool and be just fine. You only need rank 3 and 4 6 stars realistically is when you compete with other players, be that Prestige, be that Alliance War, be that Battleground, something like that. And these champions I just don't really use in any of those game modes, but I still like having them. Eventually I'll probably rank up most of them anyways. And then we have rank 3s. At the moment, I have 102 rank 3 champions. So 102 rank 3s. And yeah, I have been kind of quite diligently taking up more and more champions, primarily because of Battlegrounds. There are so many random rank 3s that I have taken up because of Battlegrounds that I otherwise probably wouldn't have. Like Vulture or Karnak or Mr. Sinister. I think that was Alliance War Defense rank up. Then there's like Nova ranked up, Jabari Panther. Who else is kind of like Hawkeye for testing purposes? Electro, that was 100% just to annoy some people in Battlegrounds. I sometimes put him in my deck, sometimes I do not. Chavez, for instance, was Battlegrounds rank up. Then we have like Super Scroll. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. And for the most part, I'm very happy, obviously, with the rank 3s that I have. Because at this point, I can rank up champions even if I don't get too much use out of them. So I have kind of gotten a lot more free, in a sense, that who I take up kind of just for fun fairly frequently. And obviously, with Battlegrounds, it is so useful to have access to more rank 3 champions to kind of like swap around your deck based on what meta is working. And there are some champions that work in pretty much every meta, but then there are champions that just have that one specific node combination that makes them shine. Like, for instance, in the current meta, Captain Britain just forces people take such a long time. So I did rank up Captain Britain because of one of the previous metas, and she did fine. But in this meta, Captain Britain is just amazing as a defender. And overall, Captain Britain is probably the worst champion in 2022. But for like a very niche specific use here in Battlegrounds, I'm very happy that I have a rank 3 Captain Britain, just because I see opponents taking like 90 plus seconds to get her down. So that's kind of cool. And finally, my rank 4 champions. I have 19 of them now, just one shy of 20. And there is one champion that I wish that I didn't rank up, because I ranked him up just before Kabam went crazy with all the new prestige champions. But you know, what's done is done, and that is Thor Ragnarok. Even though in this meta, Thor Ragnarok is also quite annoying, because in this meta you kind of really want to intercept, but Thor Ragnarok is quite dangerous to intercept. So even he's getting some playtime now. So my rank 4 is Dr. Doom, one of my earliest ones, and Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is arguably one of my... I will definitely say that Silver Surfer is my like top 5 favorite rank 4 6-star. I use him in most of the Battlegrounds metas. I use him almost every day in Alliance Quest map 8, and he's just amazing. People still sleep on him so hard, and that's so good when people underestimate how good Silver Surfer is, especially in Battlegrounds. Then I have Omega Sentinel. Obviously, at the time I ranked her up, she was top 5 prestige, so that kind of made the decision easier, but she's still an amazing champion to have. Hercules, one of the most busted champions in the game. Warlock, absolutely love having a rank 4 Warlock. I think Warlock was my most recent rank up, or one of my most recent rank ups. And I'm super happy that I finally did that. Warlock was my first rank 2 6-star. Warlock was one of my first rank 3 6-stars, and he was my first SIG 200 6-star champion. Then there's also a rank 4 Nick Fury, kind of self-explanatory there. We have a rank 4 Nimrod, an absolute destruction machine against mutants. Kitty Pryde, again a very, very busted champion. Guardian has been so helpful and so good to have. Absolutely love that I have a rank 4 Guardian. Mr. Fantastic, one of my personal favorites, such a utility powerhouse. Gore is a champion that I ranked up primarily for Alliance for defense, but he actually grew on me, and I do like him as a champion, and he's very tough to fight against unless opponents have specific counters, and he's quite decent offensively as well, so I quite like him, and I'm very psyched that he's getting a tune-up. And then we have Thor Ragnarok, who I do not want to speak of, and we have Mr. Negative. Absolutely love having him as well. Rank 4 CGR, rank 4 Archangel and Human Torch, both of whom are useless in this week 4 meta. Then we have Mephisto, Kingpin, and Rintra. Who is going to be my next rank 4? I actually don't know. It depends when I will get enough materials. If I can take a new rank 4 before this week is over, which is not going to happen unless there is some sort of big offer or something, that is very, very good. But yeah, I really don't know. I'm kind of feeling that I should be bolstering up my defense more. So I'm thinking stuff like Sasquatch, Man-Thing, or Thing, or something of the sort. Should be quite good. Maybe Ebony Maw as well, or maybe rank 4 Korg. I kind of think that I need a bit more beefy defenders. Yeah, that's about it for my account. I don't think there's much more for me to share with you guys. Still a new nation. Been a while now there. Very happy with the team and my teammates. And yeah, let me know if you have any more questions, and I shall catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about